All right, so mid-October. We just recorded this thing. We made a commitment every Friday, right? Every Friday we'll do this. Do you want to keep doing this?
I do.
All right.
I do.
Okay. All right. Well, we recorded it, and the whole recording disappeared somehow. So now we're gonna rush through this. We can get to camp. So
do need to get to
so do
camp.
the whole deal. What are we doing tonight? Why do we have to get?
All right. Well, you have been camping outside for 3 weeks, and I've had the happiness to join you about 7 of those nights.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And yeah, it's really cool. And I'm excited to go tonight because it's actually not that cold like it has been.
Well, it's 37.
No way.
Yeah, it's gonna be 30. Well, it's probably 37
right
now.
now.
Well,
Really?
yeah, I think tonight. Well, maybe tonight's gonna be the low 30s. You know, this Vermont thing, right?
Yeah.
I was at the grocery store, right? I went to this small town, and the lady's like, "Ah, geez, I just heard from my sister. She's she's in Florida. She said, oh boy, it's 60 degrees, the north wind." I had to turn on the heat, and all the 3 ladies were like, "Oh, brother, it's 60 degrees. Oh, jeez."
Oh yeah. Those people will be in turtlenecks and winter coats and 60-degree weather down there, which is why maybe it doesn't feel that cold to us, because especially you, but I've a couple times been out in a tent in very, very cold,
Very cold conditions.
very cold night.
Up in Upper Maine and up in Vermont, Upper Vermont. Yeah, really tough times, right?
Well, not tough times, but cold times for sure.
Well, you just started your heat, and you got the heat blasted away. What's your temperature?
Well, I set it for like 63, maybe 64, which
boy.
that used to feel cold to me, but now it feels like an oven in there. It's like, whew.
I want this heat.
I mean, typically I walk around with a hat on, but it's pretty warm.
Pretty warm.
Pretty warm.
Okay, so to play tonight, we're going to go. We have to chop up a bunch of firewood. We'll get there about 8 o'clock at night and build a fire. I got a brand new stool. So we have the small fire action going on and a little stool so we can sit close to it.
Oh, good, because you already have one little stool, so now we have 2 little stools.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the other night. You made me a homemade stool out of a bag of clothes and a grocery plastic bag.
Yeah, what a guy.
And
right?
4 logs, 2 on each side, and a little foam mat and a piece of wood, I think. And it was pretty good.
Pretty good, right?
It was pretty good. It got a little shifty as the time went on.
You started to go smaller and smaller closer to the ground.
I know. I was slowly sinking down. But it was good. But this will be a little sturdier.
It'll be a little sturdier, yeah. So it should be good. We'll have good coffee tomorrow. And there was a huge skunk there last night, as I told you, right?
You did. And you told me about the skunk, which you scared away with the headlights, and the mourning doves, which you just learned.
I just learned.
Are spelled with a U, so they're really sad doves, not happy good morning doves.
Yeah, I thought they were happy good morning doves. When they're going, whoo, whatever they do, right? But it's really like sadness.
Well, you'll be glad to know that I resisted my strong impulse to do my mourning dove impression. But they do have a very somber and sad song. And so, yeah, it was a real big epiphany to learn that they're actually like in mourning, like sad doves. But, yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
What else did you see?
What else? I saw my arch
woodpecker,
nemesis. I just sold my house 3 weeks ago, and this woodpecker would attack the house. And I was in a city, so you couldn't really, get rid of them.
You hear that peck, zip out of the house without like throwing sticks or whatever.
I was like Captain Ahab when he sees Moby Dick, man. I was just out there, and at that thing, he would come off the house and go on a branch and like just sit there because he knew I couldn't touch him, like laughing. But the exact same one, but he was on a tree, so I was really enjoying him. I'm really enjoying this no house thing.
Right, it really changed your perspective on the woodpecker and probably lots of other things.
And the skunk.
The skunk, yeah.
Yeah, they're digging up my yard all the time for the grubs and everything, Right. So so it's working out pretty good. And living in a tent, you get used to it. Mm-hmm. You really do. I could. I'm not destitute. I could buy a place, but I don't wanna.
No, it's kind of nice. It's almost like the whole world is your home, and then your sleeping place is in this cozy little tent, and you've got
Ooh, the down quilts.
warm quilts. Those were brilliant. They were worth it.
Oh,
like you spent
penny.
a lot of money on those.
They're expensive.
But I'm amazed every time that I go out in the cold with you, because the second, it's not like a typical blanket in your room. Like if it's a cold night, like you have to deal with that first 3 to 7 minutes where it's just cold under the sheets, and eventually your body will warm up a little cocoon and you'll be fine. But in this freezing cold tent, the second you put this quilt on, it's like whoosh, the heat is just there. It's just warmth.
It's unbelievable.
It really is. It's like magic.
Yeah, these goose hanging around in that cold water. No wonder,
that actually explains a lot. Because geese look pretty, when they're in the water, they're pretty chill. They're not so chill out of the water, but...
No, they go after you.
Yeah, they do.
My uncle had, instead of a watchdog, he had watch geese.
Really?
And the geese would go after people. They're aggressive, man.
I had a friend whose mom was a single mother, and I'd never made the connection before, but they had geese, and every time I'd go over there, it was like a nightmare getting from the car to the house.
Oh, the single mom? Really?
So maybe that's why. I thought she just thought it was charming and pastoral, but maybe she really enjoyed
the geese would
safety
go crazy,
aspect
right?
as well. Yeah, they'd be making a lot of noise. They'd run after you.
Do you care to share your story of the turkey attacks that you've experienced?
Turkeys are awful. I hate them. If I decide to hunt, turkey season is the first season I'm going to try, and I'll feel no sadness at all. Turkeys, when I first started working, there were some wild turkeys on the loose near my place of employment, and the trip from the car to the building was just awful. They would chase after me. It didn't matter how you could turn and face them. They're totally unfazed. You could shake your keys like you would for rats in the city. They don't care. Nothing. They were it was just crazy. So a local man shot them and ate them for dinner. So which I was very grateful for.
Yeah, right. So you're shaking the keys, did it work? No. I never heard that works for a rat.
Well, as you know, I lived in Boston during the Big Dig, and
rats
they just dug up thousands of rats, so they were all over the place. So you couldn't walk down the city street without a rat's
even during
attack.
the day, right?
Mostly at night, but sometimes during the day. But the keys, you shake the keys, kind of like for the bears. It's like a bear bell.
Is
but
that
for
right?
rats, I guess
And the rats would
they would
out?
stay away. I don't know. If you didn't do it, you would encounter them for sure.
Huh.
They were everywhere,
huh?
They were everywhere.
Turkey. I imagine you facing the turkeys, and the turkeys still what do they do? They still come after you. They're like, ah.
But I remember, I just need to shake my key and the thing will be afraid. But no, the turkey has no fear.
Full on, right?
No, full on turkey.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
So,
yeah. Don't call him turkey for nothing. All right. So, So that's the deal. So this is the second time we're doing this thing.
I know.
Because we're committed to getting this out on Friday, right?
That's right. And, over time, we'll kind of figure out more about maybe what we're going to be talking about and how. But for now, we just got to do something.
Yeah, going to evolve, right? We're just going to keep our promise.
Yes.
We didn't promise to be good or interesting. At least you're interesting. Thank God.
You're very interesting.
Oh, I'm fascinating.
You're very fascinating.
Yeah, right.
It's true. Maybe you could tell about... So I have this love of these seeded baguettes. So I told you about it. And the other day you texted me that you bought me a seeded baguette.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I've been dreaming of it ever since. But then you ate it.
It was good. It was good.
It was good, right?
It's one of these things, right? You have let me just take a bite, see what it tastes like. Oh, let me take a little bite. You know what I mean? You eat it, little piece by piece, and it's gone. And they're like, oh, jeez, what do I do?
I know, this exact scenario has played out in my life many a time, and I've been the person consuming the entire thing. This person will really enjoy this sandwich, but then I eat the whole sandwich. So I get it. I'm not upset, but I need to find one tomorrow.
The thing of those baguettes, right? It's like fennel seed ornaments, some other seeds, right?
Yes.
I get this crazy craving for dairy. I just drank half a quart, so right, half a quart of milk, and I'm dying for some ice cream right now.
Do you think it's because of the fennel seeds?
I think it's for the fennel seeds. That happened last night.
No, it's probably just for the carbs, not for the seeds. You don't think?
I don't know, man. I don't know. All right. Well, I think we're all set because we got to get this up, and then we got to do the camping type of deal.
You're in luck, cause I just the other day found a small axe. I'm gonna bring it so I can help you with the wood. I'll use the small axe, and you can use
a likely story. All right. Okay. All right. We all set?
Yes.
All right. All right. So you're gonna axe the wood?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I'll baton the wood with an axe. It's a very small axe.
Okay.
It's probably smaller than your knife.
Is that my Gerber axe, or you got followed other axe?
No. It's Leo's.
Huh. You gotta be careful. Axe is like the most dangerous implement that you use in the outdoors.
I'll just use it the same way I would use the knife. That way we'll both have something to use.
The triangle of death. Don't forget about that.
Oh, never forget. I've already forgot what that is, but I'm not concerned.
I'll never forget. I already forgot what it is.
All right. So, yeah, we need to go baton some wood.
All right, baton some wood. Okay.
Start some fires.
So we're all
sleep
set?
some sleep. Yes. Goodbye.
All right, bye.